Hey to the people, what's going on? It's me, Chase. This is No Chaser TV. Thank you guys for stopping by on Tuesday night down to the lounge. We got a hell of a Married to Medicine to get into, and we're going to get right into it. Before we do, I just want to tell everybody thank you for tuning in and everything that you guys have been doing. We do greatly appreciate it. Tonight, we are joined by the one and only Antonio. You know, I love it when Antonio comes. I'm sure we will be getting comments, Antonio, asking you to drop your social media because you know they love to do that. And yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's go. How you doing? You all right?
I'm a little frazzled.
No, don't be frazzled
I
now.
feel like Eugene.
You need me to cuss you out like Toya did Eugene to get you
I've
back on
already
track.
no, I've already been cussed at. So y'all don't know I accidentally spilled something on my mama carpets, and y'all know how that go. Now you know. Child, I got toe up at the frame, okay? Whew. All right, anywho.
Damn.
Speaking of getting tore out the frame, Toya and Eugene. Well, before we get into that, what did you think of Toya and Eugene's situation, a tumultuous situation from last week's episode? You were not here, so I would love to hear what you thought about who contributed what to the situation to make it go awry, and if you feel like the ladies exasperated the situation at all.
I think the situation was a hot ass mess. I'm not even going. It was, yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think that anybody exacerbated the situation or anything like that.
Exasperated,
You,
exasperated. Thank you.
yeah, that.
Yes,
Um,
exasperated. Well, I mean, exasperated, evaporated. Go ahead, just
whatever. Y'all know what the
speak
hell
your
we
speech.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I'm at
Um,
right now with it.
so yeah, I don't think anyone did because we've seen Toya kind of, chomp Eugene up before. So it's not like this was a one-off situation. It's like maybe the third or at least the third time where we've seen it actually on camera, not including, things that she said, not specifically to him, but about him to the other ladies, which, causes one of the other ladies to continuously bring it up season after season after season after season. So I think that I will give her that she was possibly under a lot of maybe stress. I think that Toya still, even though she got the good husband, they make great money, she has nice things, so on and so forth. I think she, out of everybody, to me, still kind of fights for or feels like she has to fight for respect within the group because it's always she ain't got no job, she ain't got nothing going on, she all she do is spend the money, this is that and the other. So I felt like she was under a lot of stress kind of having the women at yet another housewarming party. Um, because we know she's had multiple homes, some purchased, some rented, throughout her tenure on the show. So I think she was under stress and wanted it to be, great for them and for them to be proud of her and so on and so forth. And when she, wanted Eugene to kind of get up to play the game or whatever it was that she was trying to do, when he didn't do what she wanted to do, I think it just kind of sent her over the edge. Whether Heavenly or Mimi or whomever made a comment, that didn't matter. That situation between her and Eugene, the moment he didn't jump when she said to jump, there was going to be a situation right then. I thought it was a mood killer. It was so ugly to do that, to this man in front of y'all's friend. He's already fighting to say, I do, I got some balls, I speak up for myself, and for you to for her to like go at him like that. And I'm gonna tell you the one comment that she made where I was like, yeah, everybody would have had to get out the house immediately, is when she said that about do what the man does and lead or something like that. Whatever she made that comment about, I was like, oh yeah, nah, that's like too far. Like that should not have sent you over the edge like that. Y'all was trying to have fun. He was trying to crack jokes and all of that, but it was too much. It was too much. I can't hear you.
My bad. I said it was definitely team too much. I need to get centered. Maybe I need to move over this way.
That's what I was
So,
thinking too. I feel like I'm off center, child,
yeah,
or
something ain't
something.
right. All right. Feel like Key Sweat. Something ain't right. All right, there we go. Yes, definitely. It was a buzzkill. Okay, and you hit everything definitely on the head. I think the lead be the leader and lead the men. I think that she she said it and she recognized how it sounded in the moment, and so she tried to like soften it or explain it away.
Hmm.
And she said it how she meant it and how it landed
Absolutely.
initially. And
Absolutely.
that's what it was. It was it was cringe. It was. So as we get onto this episode, Toya and Eugene, hey to the people I see y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Toya and Eugene discuss their tumultuous blow up at their party the day before. Eugene says he likes to resolve things quickly and tries to figure out what went wrong. Toya says, no, you let things compound and then you blow up. Eugene says that she is projecting. Eugene, well, before we get to that, I don't have a way to really gauge who's telling the truth on this. Um, but who do you think is most likely to let things compound and then blow up? I feel
Compound.
like
I would probably
Eugene.
say Eugene.
Me too.
Yeah.
Toya's
Because
gonna
we
blow
know
up.
Toya reacts in the moment. Like we
Yeah.
seen how she just chumped his ass up the day before and cussed him the hell out. So we know it ain't she ain't let nothing go by. So yeah, yeah. So I would say
Yeah.
Eugene probably
Yeah, I'm
does.
gonna go. Maybe she's right on that one. Eugene apologizes and tells Toya she needs to apologize for the things that she said to him in front of the people, especially the people that they don't rock with. That was something that you said earlier about Toya always feeling like she has to prove herself, and I think Eugene is always in a state of proving as well. But it has to be frustrating, and only on Married to Medicine could someone criticize you for not having a job, but you all work the same job and your income level is almost like definitely top 10, 50. I don't even know if it's 10, 15%, but in the top percent of whatever, because these ladies are purported to make allegedly around seven figures a season, and you still get clowned and criticized. And that
Yeah.
is what I've always felt like, Mariah has said from the episode one, the doctors think that they're up here and the wives are down here. And so I always think that viewpoint is interesting, and it's an interesting thing that even viewers whack Toya for, because at the end of the day, the reason why I've never really gotten in on that, because people be like, what do you do, Toya? You don't work. Yeah, she
Listen.
works. This is a job.
That is a job. She may not have as many, lucrative outside or businesses. Maybe that she don't have a dental office, or she ain't giving out O shots. She ain't doing.
I was like, oh, yes, the old shot. Yes.
She ain't giving out O shots or nothing like that. So that is a job, and it pays very very well. If somebody was gonna pay me that amount of money to come and argue, hell, I don't argue with hoes for free. So if you're gonna pay me 6 7 figures to at 3 months out of the year, absolutely.
I just argued with some people last night.
Yes, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And by
Golly.
the way,
Y'all
it ain't
go
up.
check out the Potomac.
You can't find it. It's not up.
Oh, okay. Never
Mhm.
mind. Never mind
Whoever
then.
was there, enjoy that memory. Yeah. Yeah, whoever was there, enjoy that. I just don't like it. I love I love being raucous and the banter and us getting into the things and the Shanaks and the Magashis and a little arguing here and there. Y'all know I love a tussle.
Yeah.
Never not love the tussle, but sometimes it's OD, it's over the top.com, and it's just not what I like. So
Okay.
if you were there, you were there. If you weren't, I'm sorry.
I was there, y'all.
I mean, because there was some good things discussed, but it was just
Yeah.
too much other stuff I wasn't a fan of. Anywho, um, Toya says she should be able to use words like be a leader and lead the men without it triggering Eugene. Eugene says, she said it rough and owns that maybe he played too much and was cursing too much and let the group get into his head. He then asked Toya what she did, and she was like, she wanted to say I ain't do nothing. But she says, you know what? I was being pushy and I shouldn't have argued with you or anyone else for that matter. Eugene says that they were off that night, and Toya says she could do better a better job affirming Eugene, most especially in front of the group. So initially, while I was a little thrown off by her not really wanting to admit what she did wrong, she did admit what she did wrong, and she took some ownership of it. Do you think that the level, like I feel like Eugene was at 100. Do you think that Toya's level of ownership was at 100? And Matt,
No, I think to me, from what I, judging by what I saw on there, well, I'm gonna give her a benefit of the doubt and say that she did apologize to him. They just
Mhm.
didn't show it. I'm gonna give her benefit of the doubt on that. I know that lady didn't go in that that damn near empty room and sit at that table with that man and didn't apologize to him. But I don't think her level of account, because it's like she even struggled to get out the little bit of accountability that she actually even took, and it's like you cannot tell me that you don't understand how you disrespected that man. I get it that you was on edge and he was playing and so on and so forth, but you, like, she disrespected the f out of that man,
It was bad.
and that's why a couple of the women, like, heavily made the comment like, oh, it's trouble in paradise. And I don't even really remember what
She is crazy.
Mimi said. I think it was just, I don't think Mimi really said anything bad, but when you doing stuff like that and you ain't really friends with them people anyway, they're gonna be some, unfortunately, they're gonna be some side comments. Not only
Yeah,
that, you're filming a show, so when they see a hole for something that where they can make, some, what they feel like maybe some good TV, we know Heavenly likes to try to produce. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and stick their hand in that hole and try to make it as large as possible. And that's what Heavenly was trying to do. I don't necessarily think Mimi was trying to do that,
yeah,
but to make, it was probably very off-putting for those comments, like the way she was talking to that man, for that to be said in front of those people.
yeah, yeah. D, all of the above. I don't really have much in the way to add of that. I do think that we didn't see her apologize, and I hope that that wasn't cut on the floor
I
because then they're
hope.
purposely going out of their way to make Toya look unappreciative and
Yeah.
like she doesn't contribute to the relationship and the marriage.
Hmm.
And I hope that's not the case,
Yeah.
because it just wasn't, it didn't sit well with me. And the what he did get, she kind of relented. You know what I mean? Like, okay, here. As opposed to, I did this wrong and I did it, and I love you and I love you too. And of course, we don't want those things to happen. And I love what Eugene said. We had an off night. Friends, family, relationships. You have an off night and you have off
Yeah.
moment. You don't love that
Absolutely.
person any less. And sometimes you have the off moment when people are listening, child. It is what it is. And I'm really speaking from what just happened tonight. Uh, it happens, you know what I mean? And but that doesn't mean that you don't love the person any less, but it does take two to tango, and everybody needs to admit or at least be honest about where they're coming from. So for her to kind of be like, well, lead the men, it should have been a positive thing. It wasn't like you're a leader, lead the men and take them into the, it was, well,
She
maybe
knew
some
she
people
knew what
even
she
said
knew
that.
what she said, and she knew how she said it.
Yeah,
She
I was
knew,
gonna say
Tori
she
knew.
even said in the moment, Antonio, she says, um, well, you must not feel like you are a good leader. You must not feel like you can lead if you're upset about it. Something like that she said to him. And it's like,
Exactly. Yeah.
so that's not true, Toya.
Yeah.
And I love Toya, but she was dead ass wrong on this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Brandy, Mimi, and Angel meet up with a bunch of the children, bunch of them children. Ooh,
Oh
ooh.
yeah, because Brandy got 4 or 5
Yes,
or something like that.
that's
Yeah.
four. I want a kid sometimes, or all the time. I really do. I would love to have a child. Is that me speaking that into the universe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Put
love
it
to have
out
a
there.
child and be able to afford my lifestyle and the bags that I like and stuff like that. So let me speak all of it
Mhm.
to the universe, okay?
Okay.
But ooh, 4, ooh, imagine a little Destiny's Child running around. I don't think I could do it. I don't know how Tina and Matthew put up with all of that in their house when they was growing
Oh
up.
my God.
Um, Angel talks about her lack of a dating life, and I guess it's interesting because she's so aesthetically gorgeous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That she struggles in her dating life, and it's like that's a common thread for a lot of people. No matter what you look like on the outside or the inside, niggas ain't shit. Brandy lets Angel know that she's in a safe space, but everyone is not that for her to be careful. And then Brandy says, or you could be like Mimi because Mimi deflects. And she laughs it off, and Mimi says, back it on up, boo. I don't deflect. Toya deflects. And she calls Toya an energy vampire who rudely kicked them out of her house, calling them hating ass bitches. A lot of people were in an uproar about Mimi calling Toya an energy vampire. Do you have to be around a person for an extended amount of time to know that they are like an energy vampire? And do you think that was an accurate description? Or do you think Mimi just does not see it for Toya?
Um, I think it's a little bit of a couple of those. Like, I don't think that Mimi really sees it for Toya right now. Especially, Toya cussing her out and, kind of kicking her out of the house. But I also think that sometimes people really do have that spirit of discernment to where they can meet you one time and they can know, okay, this person don't have the type of energy or the type of vibes that I like. And they've been around each other several times. I mean, because Mimi filmed quite a bit last season and she's there now. So, and then not to mention that there may be even stuff that they've been around each other at that we, never even get to see. Because it, is left on the cutting room floor. So I think that she don't have to be around her for 10 seasons to know that to come to that conclusion that she may suck the life out of something. That just may be Mimi's perception of what she's seen when she's been around or been in Toya's presence or company.
Energy vampire is deep. I
That's
know
yeah.
Toya that's not
Baby
gonna
so
sit
she
well
just
with Toya.
comes sucking it up.
Oh my God, just biting you and
That's
sucking the life out of
crazy.
everything. But I mean, that is a heavy comment, five
It
episodes
is.
in.
It's a heavy comment.
It-
It's a heavy comment. But hopefully, because hopefully Mimi can stand in it.
Toya, she want a piece of that Toya. That's what I just gonna be honest with you. From episode one, I mean, she made little comments about Toya last season, so
Oh no, I definitely
I
think
think she want a piece of that Toya.
it's after this most recent episode, she kind of won't. Yeah, she definitely want a little piece.
She want a piece of somebody. She want. I just feel like she ready to. She want her first. You know what I mean?
She want her first go at it. I ain't mad
Yeah.
at that.
I mean, that's what you're there to do, I guess.
You
I
know,
mean, that's what Wendy said you're there to do. That's what she told Angel.
Child. What else we got to do, Wendy? What we got to do to get our house remodeled? What we got to do?
Um,
I'm just kidding, y'all.
Cecil meets with, Cecil meets with his brother, and Dr. Simone meets with her sister. And they talk about what's been going on in that house.
Mm,
Cecil brother says that Simone called him hurt, and he tells Cecil that the kids will leave and your wife will be there. So they need to have a united front. Simone's sister says that maybe Cecil overcompensates for the way that they grew up, as a lot of black men tend to do these days, and tend to softer parent because they were parents so harshly.
mm. Okay.
Uh, However, he needs to find a limit, and Dr. Simone says he has no limits. Um, Cecil says that black people make it so because they struggle, they feel like everyone has to come up into the struggle or their success is not valid. And he says, I stood in the financial aid line at Hillman University.
Damn.
And when I went to the pit to Mr. Gaines and got my hush puppies, I said, my children are going to never have to eat and never have to struggle and never have to go through financial aid.
Come on, Cecil Luther King.
As his brother looked at him like he had lost his mind. His brother urges him to repurpose his thinking. You're not totally right, wrong, but you're not totally right.
Yeah.
Simone, let's just stop there because do you feel people are crazy in this group in the lounge? Do you think that Cecil has a point that black people feel like you have to struggle, and if they have made it so that they're financially comfortable, that their kids should not revel in the fact that that is something that is available to them as well, and have to go through the struggle as well. Or like, what do you think about this whole black people in the struggle thing? Does Cecil have
Um,
a point?
I I think he has a point to an extent. I have seen, things where, people have who've, done well for themselves and they feel like, oh, okay, well, no, I got it out the mud or whatever, then my kids need to do the same. But I think with that, for me, if I were a parent and I was, well off and, all of that, and my kids was coming up, now they not finna get nothing out no mud. Only thing they gonna get out the mud is they nice shoes when they step in it. That's the only thing they gonna get out the mud. Now, I think that you don't have to be such a softy and just give the kid everything they ask for just because you're able to. But I think that it's it has to be a good balance with still teaching them the value of being, independent, and the value of money and finances and credit and so on and so forth, so that then when, you go on to glory and all of that and you leave them what you worked so hard for, then they'll know how to manage that, and it can be a trickle down where then they have something to leave for their kids when, when they get to that point. So I don't think it has to be a situation where, yeah, they need to get it out the mud, but I also don't feel like it's okay, well, he want a new car just because, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it for him. I think, to me, that's kind of where Simone was coming from. She wants, maybe like a balance, a good balance of, hey, yeah, this is what you want, but your needs right now are this, and how are we going to get to that point? Like, clearly we can see that they ain't struggled. The little boys ain't struggled. Like,
You don't want it for nothing.
he was living in a condo rent free, and he had a car that was paid for, so on and so forth. That ain't getting it out the mud. That ain't struggling. Like, struggling is, child, let me go in here and I got to try to snag these top ramen from the store and go home and cook it and stuff like that. So no, that's not it at all. Cecil is, I get that he wants to give them maybe what he didn't have, but he has to. I agree with what his brother was saying. I want to say his name started with a C as well.
I
I just can't
cannot
remember what
for
it
the life of
was.
me. Yeah.
But I agree with what his brother was saying. Like, eventually those kids are gonna get, older, and he don't want, who wants to be held in they, late 50s, early 60s trying to date again or find a new companion. Don't nobody want to do that. You better, show up for your wife and support her, and y'all work through what it is that y'all need to work through um in the bedroom, as opposed to you just outright just kind of shutting her down in front of them. That's no, I don't like that at all.
I think yeah, so. David says right message, wrong messenger, and I agree to an extent to that.
Who's the
But
wrong
here's
messenger? The brother?
well, see, no, the brother I think was the first person to actually kind of cut through Cecil a little bit to him, right? I think that David is saying that the right message is what Cecil is saying about the struggle. The wrong
Hmm.
message is, I guess he may be alluding to Cecil's finances. Here's the thing, we don't know. He may have a great investment portfolio.
Yeah.
He may have a great retirement fund. He may have
Hmm.
great money saved. we don't know
He
Cecil's
may be selling
financial.
multiple homes a year and just don't post about it. We just don't know.
Some people don't do that. We
Yeah.
don't know. We know is Dr. Simone is an OBGYN and she's getting paid to be on this show.
Yeah.
Which I think at this point, the husband should get something. The husbands can contribute a lot to this show, and I think they should get paid at least a friend of rate or something. No? Not
No.
all the husbands, but like the Eugenes, the Cecils, the ones,
Tell your wife to give you a little bit of that money.
well, they say the people say that That's what the husbands of Atlanta were getting, were like 10% of the check allegedly back then.
Oh, I only heard one husband was getting that because he was
Okay,
helping his wife a
where
lot.
who said that?
Huh?
Who said that? Said that
Peter.
like who?
Peter said he was getting, because remember he had told, was it Todd or Apollo? Yeah, that's what you need to do as
Yes,
well.
somebody said you need
But
to do
or
that too.
somebody else
Yes,
he told that, but
yes.
supposedly Cynthia was giving him a little money because he's like every year, she was scared she was gonna be put off, and Peter was turning it up for her. So
They film a lot though. Like I don't know. I feel like they should get paid. Anyway, listen, I, because we don't know his financial status, and it is assumed that everything that they're doing for the children
is on her.
is on Simone, and she's vocal about it. That's why it could be considered wrong messenger. However, this is what I would implore Cecil to do. I don't think there's anything wrong with his thinking, his feeling, and his ideology about the struggle. I agree. If
Hmm.
you are in a position to
Yeah,
where your children do not have to struggle, and it doesn't take you out in the process, then if you want to do that, do that.
yeah,
However, your partner does not want to do that to this degree. So what that means is, if you feel that way, then you pick up the financial burden and the financial slack of the children and release Simone from that. If you can do that, then you should be able to stand firm on how you feel about the struggle. Now, if you cannot do that, then unfortunately for you, you may have to bend and lean not unto thine own understanding and get where Simone coming from, because if Simone control the purse, if that's Simone pocketbook paying for everything in that house, and she don't want to do it, then you need to go ahead and acquiesce to Dr. Simone, because it's her money at the end of the day. And yes, you feel like you should not have to, but if a person does not want to, you are not entitled to what that person has financially.
that's true.
And that's the difference. If I tell you no because I don't want to, that's going to be a no because I don't want to, right? You're not entitled to anything that I have worked and I have earned, but you're my child, you're my husband, you can have anything I got so long as I want you to. The moment I say no, that's where the buck stops. The buck stops here. And so if you feel like you want to do it, do it.
Do it now. Do
My, my
it.
checks, my wallet, my credit card, all of that. Swipe them.
Mhm.
Come on, cut, baby. Do what you got to do. That's all. That's how I see it, and that just stops the argument. If that's what we're fighting about, if that's what this is about, catch that dirt, right? If our issues are about the children, that should stop the issues.
See, that's why I feel like
Did you catch
you
that?
you know what I said. See, I just Lord, I don't even want to say it out loud.
Say it.
To me, it just feels like um s- I don't think Simone really want to be there no more.
The baby want out.
I think she. I don't. I. To me, looking at it is like she gave it a good try. Even the whole, separating and getting back together. She like, I'm in this thing. We're gonna make it work. I think she's just kind of over it, and I just don't know if she wants to be there. I think that, and then I think that situation with him asking for the car and what went down at the dinner table, that just sent her to the point of where she was able to really voice it and say, "Yeah, I don't want to be married no more."
And she gave it the college try. And you know what? Now the children are grown.
Yeah,
This is what I feel like, that's where that's coming from. I don't want to be financially obligated to y'all because I just want to do me.
she
That's
grown. She got some. She got some of the them kids grown. Simone got disposable income. She love her designer. She in designer every time we see her. She
she
might
be
want
in it
to. She might want a little YN or something. Who knows?
to
Simone
break
said
that back.
she said she want her a condo downtown. She don't want to be in no house out in the suburbs no more. She want to be in the city. She want to be outside with Quad now.
That's what she want to pay for. Yeah. Only YN she want to pay for is the one breaking that back. I know that's right. And yeah, I mean, it begs the question: if this is solvable and there are other issues, because this is what we're talking the issue about right now. Do you want to be there? And she said herself, so we're not spilling her tea, we're not being messy. She said herself she don't want to be married sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
that's a common feeling, right? A lot of people don't want to do a lot of things they into and don't want to do. So I don't think that feeling is uncommon, but
I mean, but to get to a point like, in a argument, and what we've seen is one argument, which is, probably more things happen, but we're going by one argument that we've seen, and it gets you to that point of where I don't want to be married no more. It's like,
that didn't just
yeah,
come out of nowhere.
that exactly. That ain't
Yeah.
just ooh, I'm mad, so I said it. No, because it was even the next day where you done had time to calm down and think about it and all that, and it still came out. So yeah.
Yeah, because she went right onto that dinner that Big Papa paid for and was like, I don't want you to marry, baby. I'm over it. I'm
I
done.
don't want you to marry.
Oh, me and my cousins say that to each other all the time.
Man,
I don't want
that's
you to marry. All right. So Simone is with her sister, and she begins tearfully saying that the boys and Cecil don't consider her. Y'all know I like to do my Dr. Simone voice, but I don't like to. This was not a time to do that. I don't think, because she says the boys and Cecil don't consider her. Something has to give because she is at her breaking point and she is so tired. Now, as we were talking about what Cecil may or may not have, it must not be enough for Dr. Simone. Because if it was enough, Dr. Simone may just be like, you know what? I don't want to do this OBGYN thing right now. I want to take a year or two off. I want to live off my TV money. My man got money in the bank and I'm good.
hmm
So maybe that's the answer. I don't know. She says she is so tired, and you can hear that in her voice, right?
yeah.
She's
She's
tired.
she seems sincere with what she's saying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think that this storyline is riveting, but it's also like you want to fix it, but then you also don't want to fix it. I don't know. Like I almost I feel like the fix for her is to, I hate to say this, is to free herself, Fantasia.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna be happy. It's crazy. Okay, right? Remember that show Mama's Family?
hmm
Okay. So Mama's Family before that, I'm just like a buff and a geek when it comes to stuff like this. So I don't know why, but I was humming the Mama's Family theme, and so I went to Wiki, and they said before Mama's Family was a television show, it was a skit on a Carol Burnett show, right?
Okay.
But in between that time, it was a limited series, like a made for TV movie kind of thing. And Carol Burnett's character wanted to go to LA and be an actress, right? And so Mama in the movie, Mama passed away, right? Of the
Oh,
Mama
okay.
family. Mama passed away. And so her brother was like, you know what? I stay in LA. I got a room. Just come. And she was like, oh my God, I just can't. You just want to pack up and go? Like go. He was like, just come. And she said, you know what? Mama's gone. There's nothing here leaving me here. I'm gonna go. So she's packing, and her Aunt Ida calls. And Aunt Ida's like, she says, Aunt Ida, I got great news. I'm moving to LA. And Aunt Ida says, it was a whole big deal. Aunt Ida had fell at, yes, Eunice, Sean, no.
Yeah.
Eunice. Okay. So Aunt Ida is like, well, they were saying how Aunt Ida had fell at the funeral, right? They were making fun of her because she's old and wheelchair bound and stuff like that. So Aunt Ida fell at the funeral. It was a big ordeal. So she's telling Ida, I'm leaving. I'm packing up. I'm moving with my brother to LA. I'm going to finally pursue my dreams of being an actress, right? And then, Eunice is like, Ida's like, well, my back hurts and I need somebody to put ice on it. And she's like, well, I'll come over right now and I'll go ahead and take you to the doctor. And then, because I'm leaving tomorrow, I'll take you to the doctor tonight. And Ida's like, no, I need somebody to do this for me and do that for me. And as she's going, you could see Eunice's face and she's like, well, Mama's not here anymore. You can have her room. And then she tells her brother she's not going to go to
Mm,
LA. And it's like you want to do things, but you sacrifice what you want and your heart's desire is to do for other people. And
yeah.
I see that a lot in a lot of people, but most especially right now, Dr. Simone. And that's why I'm advocating that if she does not want to be there, it will probably be happier and healthier for everyone involved for her to go. because she's not happy. And as children who are in tune with their mother, you would want your mom to be happy, right? Even if it means her putting herself first for once.
Yeah, but I can see them and them not wanting, their dad and their mom to be separate though, just
They got to
because
get over it.
that. Yeah, I mean, I get it,
Oh no, yeah,
but
yeah, they got to get over it.
that's all they know, and they what approaching mid 20s now, or
Going on
close
30,
to probably
almost
beyond
close.
mid
And I think,
twenties.
yeah. And that sounds so harsh to get over it. Like how I said it, I felt like I sounded like Toya just then. Like get over it. And so I don't want. I'm not making light of the family situation, but your mama not happy. And at what point do you want your parents to be together more than you want your mom to be happy?
Hmm.
I don't know. And maybe Cecil will find happiness in his own way too. I don't know where they're at right now. It just seems like their worlds apart. Quad is
Yeah.
packing for Ghana and taking her Gucci. King doesn't seem to think it's necessary to be dripped down to the doctor's office in the Ghana. He asks if she doesn't get the result she is looking for this trip, um, what is going to be her plan. And he says he is hopeful that but they have to be practical. So he says, if you don't get the results that you are looking for this time, then what? And, I'm hopeful, but we have to be practical. Quad is caught off guard and says, we knew this was what we had to do. And King says, we didn't know. King says the IVF journey is taking a toll on their relationship. And Quad gets emotional because this is her dream, but King has been nothing but supportive, even if her attitude hasn't been the best. So she does admit that, she's been hard on him during this process. A lot of people are saying that King don't like Quad no more. Is that what you got out of this?
I didn't get that he didn't like her anymore. I'm gonna be. I just King seems like the type of guy from what I've seen on TV last season and what I see now that if he didn't want to be with Quad no more, he wouldn't be there. That's just kind of what I get. But I mean, I don't know him. I could be wrong, but that's just what I pick up. I do feel like he could go either way as it relates to that baby, or them having a baby. It's like, okay, if we have one, cool. If we don't have one, to me, King would still be cool. But it's, more of doing what he's, doing to make Quad, happy in this situation, because he already has a kid. So, I kind of hate that. I guess Quad is like in the situation and seems like she really wants to be a mom really bad. I think that if this doesn't work out, Quad would probably, Quad just want to be a mama. So she don't need you to do nothing else, but she just need that baby inside of her, and she'll take care of the rest. But yeah, hey, I think he, he really likes Quad. I don't think he'd be traveling to Ghana and so on and so forth if he didn't want to be with her. I just think that he's kind of over the IVF situation. And
I
I'm
wish he
like,
just
and I'm
want to
like,
say
but
it.
you can't, you got to kind of, see it through. Because I'm like, when she started mentioning that, what did you think she was joking about it, or she was just playing? No, she was dead ass serious. She, that's what she wants. She want a kid, and now when them people told her, yeah, girl, you got to go to Ghana and do it. She back in her Louis Gucci Prada up in her suitcase, and she going to motherfucking Ghana
Pop them
again.
tags. Pop them tags. You can't dang, Collie Red. Did you want to dance? Okay. That was my favorite scene from the first season. First season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is revolutionary,
Yeah. And
and
she
that is
made she did make that song up on the spot as well. So shout out to
for
you,
real.
Carly. Yeah,
I
yeah,
got some hot girls and they some bougie itches. Okay, okay, bars,
yeah. She
bars,
made that up off the
bars,
dome. I
bars.
said, I mean, it's cool, but we can kind of tell. It ain't like it
Hell, now
was.
that you just said it, everything is clicking to me now. Um, yeah, but what you were saying, I just, oh,
What you think? You think he don't like her no more?
I don't think that he doesn't like her anymore, but I do think, and I'm going to stand firm on this. I think it was too much too soon. I
Mm,
think that the things that draw people to people with big personalities who may not necessarily have one themselves, either they're in it, like how Greg was in it with Nene, or they quickly resent the things that attracted them to you. And I
Because
think, go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
I
interrupt.
was saying, and I think that King is not further away from Greg than closer to Greg with it, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Like, I feel like I hate to say this. I mean, well, I don't hate to say this because it's normal in relationships, but I think Quad annoys him.
I think it could be a situation where he, did meet the lady and the big personality, and it was out the club, and she was dropping it low, and she was throwing ass, and now she crying, she got an attitude, she her emotions up and down, like she just, and it's almost like she, with this situation, it may have sucked some of the fun out of
And it does.
and I'm sure, and not to be trying to, rain down on Quad or anything like that, because, she's doing what she thinks she need, what she wants to do to try and, to have a kid or whatever. But I think for him, he's like, damn, we went from where we was out at the club, we at MCK, and we, smoking a hookah and all that. Now she, she drinking water, and we sitting at home watching TV, and I want us to be back outside and doing our thing.
Yeah.
So
The lifestyle has changed.
yeah.
But, I don't think that he really had the full grasp on this situation because he says, like, I thought it was no, we didn't think this. I thought it was a
Yeah,
real one and done. And that
I-
comes from someone who maybe did not have to go through this to have the first child.
exactly.
And so you gotta, like I'm gonna say it again, lean not into thine own understanding. You gotta lean not
Yeah.
and trust the process if you're in it. But he says things, I don't even know if it's what he's saying as
How
opposed
he
to
says
how
it.
he's saying them that makes me, if I were the one, in this complex situation, like Erica Badu say, makes me think twice about wanting to have a baby with you.
Well, again, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Quad really give a
Give a
damn
damn.
that.
Yeah.
I,
She don't
I
have
think
to.
Quad is like she.
I want this
Quad is
baby
she
in the morning.
grown, she rich, she educated. Even if she ain't on the show, I think she would still be fine. She'd be good. Hey, you are gone, knock me up. You can leave, go on, and we can break up. Do whatever you want to do. I think Quad is even open to just like shit. I'll be a single mother. I don't really give a damn. Quad wants a baby.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask this and we're gonna move on. And I gotta ask it, y'all, the people who love the clips, we love the clips, baby. We clip it, right? But make sure y'all clip this right and don't just send this question out there and get me tore up. Because I'm gonna ask the question, because we talk here. Is this karma?
No.
A lot of people feel like it is.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm going to spell it out. A lot of people on social media feel like this is Quad's karma for not wanting to have a baby in her first marriage with Greg. I personally, don't speak on what I think other people's karma is, even when they put her out the group, like she helped put Mariah out the group. I didn't say it was Quad's karma. I said the irony is so ironic. That's what I said, right? But I don't feel like this is her karma because they stated, yeah, people saying, oh, I don't feel like this is her karma because they both stated that that relationship was toxic.
Yeah. I mean, they was, fighting and pulling out knives and slamming each other on the ground and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So, I mean, no, I wouldn't say this is her karma. I'm not gonna say, oh, you didn't have. She didn't want no. She wasn't. They wasn't happy.
they
We
weren't.
saw them sleeping in separate rooms and arguing, and him going down to the motel and all of that. So, no, she didn't want to have no baby in that
Now,
time.
a lot of people are also pointing out the fact that a lot of the ladies, I can't speak if to Quad because we've been doing this for years and I don't remember. But a lot of the ladies, had a lot to say about Sweet Tea and being with Greg and Sweet Tea not being able to have the child, even though she slid in the DMs and told him, "I can give you what you really want." And she gave him a bunch of chocolate and candy, as evident on No Chaser TV. And now she may be struggling to conceive,
Yeah.
and so a lot of people are bringing that up. Do you think that that is karmic?
No, no, I would. I don't know. To me, like something like that is just like to say, oh, that's your karma. Like to me, karma would be like oh, you found something, in the grocery store. And instead of you turning it in, you decided to keep. You found some money in the grocery store. Instead of you turning it in, you decide to keep it. And then, boom! Now you done had a blowout. So now you got to buy a tire, something like that. It's like, see, I should be thinking
That
about
what you
shit like
get.
that. But to go like, I don't know, to say that is karma. I think Sweet Tea, Lord bless her.
I don't think
She
it's
she
karmic
just she
either.
saw an
But
opening to possibly a man, and she was like, "Shit, I'm gonna take it." So for all we know, hell, Sweet Tea could have already been made aware of her situation. I don't
a
know,
lot of
but
people had doubts about that too. Yeah.
but I know I wouldn't say anything like that is karma.
And
No.
the two things for me I don't like to speak on is karma. I don't know what your karma is, baby,
Mhm.
and women's fertility. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want everybody who can have a baby to have a baby. And if you cannot naturally conceive, to think of other ways to love a child because you can have what you want. That's what I want for people. All right, let's move on. But we have to ask because they talking about it, and we're gonna talk about it too. I don't know if y'all feel like we danced around that, but they ain't got nothing to do with us. And so there go your answer.
Well, I'm a Tootsie Roll motherfucker. Okay. Shit. Uh-uh.
Got nothing to do with me. Set me. Oh Lord, Jesus, I just thought about that. You think Greg gonna have Dr. Simone on the Set Me Free remix? Set me free.
And it's not, if
Running
so, she
through
gonna
the
come on there
city.
yelling and rapping for
If I
sure.
could just feel love.
And they
Oh
gonna have to
God.
put a damn E on the song for Simone because she gonna cuss, so it's gonna be
If I could
explicit.
just feel love. Yeah. Uh-huh. Thank you, Miss Vanessa. I hope that you guys know that we do this show and we do these reviews because we love the shows, but we love black women. We love all women, but we love black women. Okay.
For sure, for
And so
sure.
that's why we do it. Okay. I'm glad you clocked. Okay. 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 Yeah, set me free, baby. I used to be obsessed with that. They used to hate when I used to play this on this show last season. I don't give a damn. I love that song. All right, it's time for the pocketbook event. Toya brings Dr. Heavenly's fate bad to the pocketbook making. And Toya didn't know she could hurt Heavenly's feelings by saying her pocketbook was fake because she's not giving Gucci and Ghana. So she didn't understand why that would have hurt her feelings. Heavily downloads Mimi on all of the times that Toya has tried Eugene publicly. And Toya said, do you feel like Heavily was trying to poison the girl against Toya, or do you think she was just trying to put up okay?
I think
I'm
Heavenly
both.
to
I'm
me.
sorry.
Heavenly is always got her.
She
Ooh,
always working.
she always working. So both.
Both. I don't like her, and I don't want you to like her neither. So let me tell you how she be doing it. That ain't the first time she done did it, girl. Ooh, that Heavily is a mess, child. Toya says, she has a good relationship and good kids and doesn't need advice from Heavenly. Was that nasty or no?
Oh, that was nasty.
Oh, when Dr. Heavenly
And
see
I was
that,
wondering, I was like, I wonder if people gonna catch that because the women there, they didn't really seem to catch it.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
But I
I
was
caught it.
like, damn, not you got good
But
kids. But here's the
yesterday,
thing, like we
and a
done
good
seen,
relationship.
baby, you don't know what the hell them kids might do. Like we done seen that even in kind of happen in real time on TV, like when Sheree spoke about Nini's son.
Because what
Um
mother?
and then turn around and so shit's so yeah, don't do that, baby.
I was like, oh, but you
Because you
see,
don't know
this
what
is
them
the
kids
thing
might do. Because what parent
would
would
have a
not want
child.
their kid to do the very best
You're not
and
better
be
than
the
me, bitch.
very best?
You're not no better than me, bitch.
Don't you ever talk about
Iconic.
my kid?
Iconic. You gotta back up
Yeah,
with the kitty thing, okay? I'm gonna go there with the kitty thing.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sheree thought she was gonna eat that because I'll be honest with you. If you guys watched in real time, you are OG watcher. People on social media that would when what's his name? What's her Bryson got arrested for stealing out
But
of
still,
Walmart. That
uh-huh.
was everywhere. That
It
media take out
was.
that was
It
everywhere.
was.
And the people were talking about that on social media. Well,
Yeah.
Sheree miscalculated that and brought that to that reunion. And she
Sheree
listen,
said, "Yeah, your son wasn't still not a want." She didn't say
Walmart.
Walmart. She said
She,
Walmart.
I think she would knew she was coming out like, oh, I don't know about this one. Ooh, I don't know. She said, well,
Sheree got her
coming out of
ass tore
Walmart.
up. That was like a good, like no cursing. That was like a good like black mama. Like I'm finna let you have it. That was good,
And
man.
what Kim kept doing.
well, well, prom dress. Ooh, y'all go
That
back
was
and revisit.
I
That was
think that
season 4
we gotta go back and
Atlanta
watch that reunion because
Housewives.
that season is long, but and I skipped that. But that reunion, I
Yeah,
think that was the first reunion that we got where like everybody was like, you know what? Fuck you.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it. Let's do
yeah.
it. Let's do it. In the words of Tracy Braxton, let's do it. Let's do it.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So Brandy says that this event is shady. Was the event the shade or no?
And, to me, looking, I'm like, so you mean to tell me you just thought of having this after the whole purse situation and the text and so on and so forth? You just thought, oh, we're gonna go and make us some clutches. Like I that was giving a little,
It
yeah,
was
let me go
shady.
ahead
You know
and
y'all on the
let
team.
me go sprinkle a little gasoline on this right quick.
That's Dr. Simone girl, child. You ain't gonna mess with Toya. I think Simone gonna let you ride.
Simone ain't gonna, yeah,
Simone ain't
that
letting
is
you
her
ride on
girl.
nothing to Toya. Simone, because many a girls out on that show by Toya, namely Contessa, over and over again. She has found a way to cuss Toya, Contessa out
She
every
even cussed Toya out over Toya before. So
I don't know how that's possible, but I believe it. Okay. Toya, and I just want to give because like me and you, we know our way around a read. We know how to throw some shade. Y'all don't know what shade. Y'all, I feel like people think that shade's got to be like over the top of an elaborate read to give it to
it
the
does
girl.
not.
Between this read that Toya said, because she said it very casually, and what Kiana said about Wendy and them bags, for the last 2 episodes, y'all keep that ain't no read. It didn't land. Oh, it landed.
It landed for
Oh, it
sure.
landed.
For sure.
Y'all just may, I hate to break it to you, people may be talking to y'all crazy and y'all don't even know it.
Don't even know it. That ain't even picking up what them people putting down right in your face. They lay you out. They wearing your ass out, and you don't even know it.
Because
Just because it ain't
listen,
something that's blatant and they ain't cussing you out and calling you, bitches, motherfuckers, and
because
hoes.
that's not shade. That's not a read. That's you getting cussed out. That's
This
a
you getting
difference.
cussed out. Now I do say this. Anytime if somebody y'all, having y'all situation and you feel like you might be losing, that's your next go-to. If you can't outread them, you
Cuss them
out
out.
cuss them.
Yeah, cuss them out. Well, no,
Absolutely.
Dr. Heavenly. She switched that cuss gear on real quick, don't it? Baby, I ain't got to read you. I'm
you
gonna cuss you the F out. I'm not
you
going there with
you
you.
cuss them out. Yes,
Yes, you
indeed.
do. Yes, you do. And so y'all be missing it because she say, well, Dr. Wendy called you fake. Kiana said my bags are real. The reason why that hit, because everybody know Dr. Wendy give a fuck about her fashions, number one. Number two, the reason why it hit is because you were just recently, and I want Dr. Wendy to win. I'm rooting for Dr. Wendy.
Yeah.
Don't get us
Yeah.
confused. But the reason why it hit is because Dr. Wendy was just most recently in court trying to get them people not to reveal and release her financial records and use them as evidence in this trial.
Yeah. Because they'd be available for
All of us gonna see them, and
all us for
unfortunately,
everybody to
I do
see it.
not
Yeah.
like reporting on that stuff. And we're gonna have to, because it's gonna come out.
Yeah. It
It was
is.
a read, and it was early in the game,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Well,
was a
she read
read.
the hell out. She read the dog fuck out of her. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, anyway, Toya says the people think in order to fit in, they had to have a fake bag, and in walks Heavenly. I don't know if that was like, how did they? Man, that was great timing. Contessa also arrives, and Toya asks where she's going, and I am so glad that because me and you had a whole conversation about this. Remember, didn't we? Like, where
Yes,
is
we
she
did.
going?
Where is she going?
And why? What is? She shows up in a skin tight cobalt blue dress and heavily says that she thinks Contessa goes to Goodwill and whatever they got going on that night, she picks it up, puts it on, and throws it out there. Listen, Dr. Contessa, now we know who Carrie Bryant's wardrobe stylist is. Because whose church, whose purse making
it's like, and then it was still light outside, which is another thing. And I get it, they was, but to me, even with that, that gave like a after 10 like dress or something like that. Like, oh, you going to something, not like, oh, we going to this purse making class. Contessa, she needs to put
So that
that
looked
shit
like a
on.
clutch.
She had her hair done, she had her makeup done, like she was ready. Contessa said, think I'm ready. Been locked up in the house way
That's way
too
too.
long.
Maybe she put on her freckles dress and got down to the midday filming event. I know that's right. Contessa.
Man, that was hilarious. And Tori said, because it was such a genuine, like, hey, you like, where you going?
See,
And
Crash
man,
out, auntie. We ain't talk. That girl is laid and filleted. The body is bodying.
yeah.
But let me tell you what would clear it out more. If she actually read the invitation and dressed appropriately, given the body, the event that she's going to, she would eat the girls. The girls would not be able to come for her.
Yeah. 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 Man, that was funny.
Rest in
Shout
peace.
out
We
to
used to have this.
Contessa.
Shout out to Contessa. Rest in peace. We used to have this person who was in the social circle in our city.
Hmm.
That we went to the same club every Saturday night, so you had to switch it up. Um, they used to call him something. His name is TJ. Rest in peace. Um, oh, they used to call him TJ who wear all the clothes or something like that, and that was his name altogether. Because like we're in Jacksonville, Florida, it's August, and TJ would come with like the Kanye West mask on and like a full length mink coat to the floor in like August in
Damn.
Florida. So they would say TJ with all the clothes because he literally would put on all the clothes and go to the club with them on.
Oh my God.
Contessa. All right. The fellas gather at Dr. Scott's mansion, and Eugene tells them point blank that Toya hated y'all building and we're not moving in there. Now, see, he do stuff too. Was that necessary to tell him that she hated the building? Or we're just
No.
gonna keep
And
pursuing
if
the
I remember
option
correctly, he did it while everybody else was there.
in front of everybody, and
And
while
I'm
Toya was
like, that could
not.
have been a phone call. Like that should have been a phone call. Hey, with blah blah blah. Because he was like, well, yeah, Tori was there. She had some stuff to say, and I'm like, you didn't have to do it like that. Like Scott probably don't even care,
He don't.
or anything. But even still, it's just the way that it was done.
Sean, I'm gonna take your wrench from you. I'm gonna do
What's
it.
don't do Sean like that.
Did you read what she wrote?
What she wrote? I ain't got no glasses on. I can't
I
see.
can't. I don't want to say it out
No,
loud.
say it. Say it.
She talking about somebody. I don't know who she talking about. She say wear shirts with no cleavage showing.
Sean, that's not nice now, Sean.
Come on now, we gotta do better than that. Y'all know that the people had, the people did what they had to do. So don't
Yeah,
come on now, be nice.
don't do that now.
We don't, we don't give that, okay? But yeah, Eugene do stuff too. Um, Lord Jesus, goodness gracious, I don't even know. Maybe miss my point in here, girl. Don't laugh at that, please.
I'm not laughing at that,
Okay,
I promise.
Toya points out that some people aren't used to real leather bags, and Heavenly says, "I try to go high, but it's real hard." I freaking, I freaking dollar. That girl is crazy. And she dead serious. Toya wants a pocketbook later to use Heavenly's bag to see if the leather was right. Heavenly gets her bag and says Toya is worried about everything but the right thing. Heavenly bad. She worried about Heavenly bad, but not worried about investments, college funds, portfolios, multiple homes, etc., etc., etc. Contessa reveals that Scott used to sell fake Coach bags.
When she said it though, it was like I wasn't surprised. I can see it
I just believe it. And
for
you know what else I
sure.
believe? That attracted her to him even more.
He gave her one.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying she was like, I love him.
Yeah,
I
she
would have.
she probably was like, he
This is
going to
my
law
man.
school. He sell Coach bags. Yeah, and you remember what they said about the bed when they first time they, you know.
What happened? I
So
forgot.
yeah, Scott was hitting it
Oh yeah.
right, giving her coach bags. He was in medical school. Oh, she knew, she was like, yeah, this is a good one, because even if medical school don't work out, I know he's still gonna be all right because he a hustler and he do her good. Yes, yes,
Damn, you
indeed.
were bamboozled. The definition of bamboozled. That's how they get you. Long as they knock your head through that mattress, you don't give a damn if the coach bag real or not.
Man,
I
yeah.
don't give a damn. I got to be honest with you. And you know, I want me a coach bag. You guys, I really want this coach bag. It's the Empire Loved Leather 40. I want it so bad because I want to put a bunch of bad charms on it, and I want to travel through the airport with it, and I want to stick it under my arm like
So
this.
y'all send him some cash apps and stuff.
I really want that bag so much. It'll be a great push gift, a great surgery gift because y'all know I'm having surgery in about 2 weeks. So I just really want that bag, y'all. I just wow, I really want that bag. I'm speaking it into
Nice.
existence. Okay, anyway, but I won't be getting it from Scott. I will be getting it from Coach. The fuck
Don't do Scott. I admire that story. I'm like, listen,
no,
Scott said, by any means, I'm gonna
he's
get
a
my
hustler, homie. Hustler. Would you buy
uh,
a fake bag?
no.
I would not either. I do not knock those who have them. It's not my ministry.
It's not mine either. It's
I
just
just I don't
I've never,
want it.
even before I could,
Do it.
afford. I've never been into buying anything fake, baby. I'll go in
Me
the
either.
H&M or the Zara
Me
or
either.
whatever, Forever 21, and
Yes.
get whatever it is that I want
Yes.
before I wore anything knockoff. It's
Yes.
just
That's
not
me.
my
Like I
thing.
could take the knockoff money and get something somewhere else that's nice and that is like real H&M or real
Yeah,
or real this. I just
yeah, for
never,
sure.
but
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
never
knock
been my
people who
thing.
do. That's your business.
That's your business. That's your money. You do what you want to do with yours, but I'm gonna do what I want to do with mine. And what I ain't gonna do with mine is buy no fake stuff. But I will say this quick story right quick, y'all. I'm
Yes.
sorry. So
No, please.
this was some months back,
Yeah.
during Cowboy Carter.
Oh.
I wanted to go and I had to go get me a grill made.
Mm.
And you go to the discount mall.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, okay. So I pull up, make sure I went in the daytime and all of that.
Oh,
So
hilarious.
I goes in and it's like a like a warehouse, and it's not necessarily stores in there, but everybody has
Yeah.
kind of made them like a store, I
Mhm. It's
guess.
like
A
an indoor
store.
flea market.
But y'all, when I'm not even gonna lie, when I tell you I'm walking by, I'm going to, because you have to get the mold and stuff done for the
I know
grill
what
and
you're
all
gonna
of that.
say. I know what you're gonna
So
say.
I'm going, and when I say y'all, they had every designer that you could think of
Yes, God.
in there.
Yes,
Like
God.
every, they had everything from Bottega to Rick
I was
Owens to,
this
they
close.
even just had regular like Asics and stuff like that. I was
This
like,
close, Antonio,
wow.
when I got
Now,
my grill
granted, I didn't
done.
go over and touch it because I ain't need no somebody, just my luck. Somebody would have walked in and be like, ooh,
Hey,
this
what you
blah, blah,
doing
blah from
here?
Instagram wearing that fake ass shit. And I ain't need that. So I went and I stood. Now, granted, while I was standing at the counter getting my mold and stuff done, I was looking around. And when I walked out, I was looking. They also had like a fish place in there where they was making fish, frying fish and all of that too.
Hmm.
But yeah, they
I got
had
my grill done there
everything you
too.
could think of. I'm talking earrings, cufflinks. They had everything. As I'm walking by, I'm not like turning my head, look, I'm using my eyes to go from side to side. I was seeing everything that they had, like everything. It was crazy.
I want to say that I wholeheartedly agree with you. I totally understand where you're coming from. I went in there to get my grill done. I was like, "Is that a merkin? Oh my god! I feel like I
speaking
can get
of,
it."
speaking of a Merkin, this was when I was in New York in like November. Let me
Yes.
tell you something. The people was on the streets,
Oh my gosh.
but Um, those Caucasian women. Let me tell you something. As I was walking by, going back to my hotel at one point, the guy, the lady, I guess her husband, maybe he was on the phone. He had stepped to the side. The woman was asking the man, what he had. He done pulled her a baby Kelly in purple out of his little, out of his little bag or whatever. I was like, wow,
She
yeah, they
bought it.
be in it. Listen, they be
I
in
want a
it, baby.
real
I
one.
do wonder if she bought that baby Kelly.
I'm going to Japan.
Well, you know, Japan, they shit real.
I know. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, because you know they. I think legally, from what I understand, when I went last year, they can't legally sell anything that's not
Japan's laws are
authentic.
very strict. Like you
Hmm.
cannot smoke any marijuana over there and get caught doing it. You're
Yeah,
going to jail.
very
You're going to
clean,
jail.
very organized. Very. We stand in line for the train. No, you stand behind me. It ain't no just crowds and stuff. Oh yeah, they very, and they put like a almost a kind of raw egg on everything. But hey, you know.
Oh, I now see. I'm be hungry.
No,
Go
no, you
ahead.
won't, because you do like I did. You scoop that egg off, and go and eat your foods. They food was
That has been
good.
my dream trip since I was 16. I just got my start in like vlogging, journalism, all that, covering Japanese professional wrestling when I was a huge wrestling fan. So
Yeah.
yes, domo arigato gozaimasu. I want to go to Japan. Nihongo Taikai. Anyway. All right. Speaking of going, let's go on with the rest of this.
Oh
Eugene
yeah.
says that Heavenly said that he likes the way that Toya talks to him, and the men explain that it seems like he does because she says things to him and he doesn't come back to her at all. And we all know that Curtis's pimp hand is strong and won't no woman ever talk to him the way that Toya talks to Eugene. That's what I got from what he was saying. And Eugene says they don't put on airs for people like others do, and they live in their relationship truth. Ooh, you better
that was
catch.
that was a little
You
shade
better
now.
catch. You better catch who that was about. I hope Andy get to the questions because he let the other stuff on Married to Medicine go. He never asked what Jackie told Contessa about Dr. Heavenly. He lets a lot of stuff
Mhm.
that we want to know go.
I
Anyway,
it seemed like to me Eugene is I ain't gonna say he want a little piece of Damon, but
he stick up with him and Curtis.
yeah, but I definitely think like because even if I remember correctly from like the trailer, Eugene is gonna bring up the son or something like that, and I if I remember correctly, but yeah, yeah.
But y'all tried to convince me that I didn't say nothing about Toya, I'm sure. I mean Mariah, I'm sure. Anyway, you Eugene feels the ladies insult his manhood. Curtis says that Toya has given it as good as she's gotten it, and he wants to give it to her. No, let me stop. Eugene says no one is innocent, but it's about a bag, and then it turns to how little his dick is. And the men say he's right. The men say the ladies have done this for years, and the wives need to change. You know, one thing about Dr. Heavenly, she is going to bring a bazooka and a Uzi to a water gun fight. Like there is
Yeah.
no you come for her, it's like boom. And I understand how he feels like he can be collateral damage, but at this point, everybody has been collateral damage. Do you side with Eugene or do you side with the men bringing up? Well, you know your wife, she's not some innocent ass victim, Cynthia.
Well, the thing though, I will say, they said stuff about some of the other men or whatever, but I don't think that anybody has consistently got it as hard as Eugene. We've seen Contessa call him a definition of a big bitch. We've
Oh my
seen
god.
Quad call him Eugina. We know everything Heavenly, has said about him. So he has gotten it hard, but then it puts you in a situation to where it's like, when Heavenly kind of clapped back at Cecil, I'm not gonna say, oh, that was cool, but it was like Cecil kind of made a comment on, what I can't even remember what it was. I think it was about her house or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I can almost kind of understand it. But Eugene, from what we can see, as far as the women goes, he don't really say anything about them. Even when they've come at him very hard, he still hasn't, gone probably as low as he possibly could. Because being married to Toya for as long as he has, I'm sure he knows how to get down in the gutter and go low and gut punch a motherfucker if he need to. You know what I'm saying? But he
Mhm.
hasn't done that. But it's like, yeah, Toya say stuff about the women, but I even with her, I don't recall her going after any of the men. Like we know Heavenly is kind of obsessed with some of them other husbands, and they manhood, because she said it about Aiden, and she's continuously says it about Eugene. But I just hate, even with that, like, it's like Toya gave, like, you gave
She
them
wouldn't know if you didn't say it.
that read about your husband. Like, you
Handed it
gave
over.
them that ammo to be able to shoot at him anytime they feel like it. Because how, that it go from, oh, I got money in my purse, and my man got a big old schlong, and your man got, a little pebble. It's like, where is this going? Like, but nobody goes at, none of the women that I can, and maybe they've kind of mentioned
They
stuff,
said
but
that the
nobody
heavenly goes.
heavily goes at some of those, some of the husbands or whatever.
Yeah, she does. I mean, the
Yeah,
only time I could think that Toya has actually gone was, she went for my girl Lisa Nicole husband, with your gay ass husband.
she did say that. She
But
did.
Toya felt like she was pushed to say it.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you agree or not. People are saying in the lounge that Toya gives them the ammo, and Eugene gets disrespected because Toya disrespects him publicly. And listen, Dr. Heavenly ain't no fool. She know how to get you. She know
yeah,
how to get to you if she want to, right?
yeah.
But I guarantee you this. Listen, even when Mariah finally said something about Daddy, it was, well, you got to say something about me, man. And he didn't like it when she said that. I don't have anything to do
Did
with you
not.
anymore.
I agree. He
What you
did.
gotta say
Yes,
about me,
you sound just
man?
like him too. Yeah, but
You know I did.
yeah, he
So
definitely said that he act like his little feelings were hurt, because, and all she said was, you
I
know,
do know a lot of. She just said, "Do I need to bring the
the receipts.
baby girl? Do I need?" But yeah, I mean, so he don't like it either. Don't none of them like it, and all of them need to stop putting them men in
And
the
hold
business.
on, another thing.
Oh,
What's Jackie's husband name? Curtis.
Curtis, I'm sick of him. I don't know why he
Sir, we
wakes him up.
seen you be upset because the lady actually said what you
You
did, which
did.
was,
She ain't
so
talking
we
about you.
so we saw, she just said what it was. Like, you there were pictures, and they played them where be having your hand on the women's waist. Now, granted, I don't well, with Heavenly, I don't think he was really, I think it's
He
just
probably
kind of
trying to move
happened.
out of the way.
But with Tori, you like grab he like grabs her,
He
and
and
this was right,
sat her.
and this is as the whole scandal was going down and everything. So yeah, come on,
As
man.
soon as he let her back in the house, I mean, she let him back in the house. What he did, sat Toya
And
right on that lap.
and cut her hours and everything.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Niggas ain't shit. I'll tell you that. That's all I got to say about them now.
Mine are
Yeah.
all of them. So if they
Mm.
watching, I love you, babies.
Oh, you got it going on like hot butter popcorn, okay?
Whoa.
And
Okay.
guess what? I'm finna speak it into existence because guess what? I've been on pause, but I'm finna press play in a millisecond because I'm back on the streets, back on the prowl. Thought he was worth it. I don't know how.
It
Okay.
ain't nothing like a little street food. Yes.
Get into it. Heavily says that she didn't mean anything by her Father's Day text. She says Toya embarrasses Eugene in front of everyone and it makes them all uncomfortable. Brandy Clark says she feels like the text was shade. Heavily says it was positive. It really was. I meant it in the best way. And Brandy says y'all were beefing, so anything you say is going to be messy. Angel also points out that the conversation before heavily brought up Eugene's penis size or lack thereof, whoever you ask. I don't know. Heavily says Toya brought up her family. The two then start going back and forth. Toya calls Heavenly a liar, and Heavenly says that Toya is a damn fake ass bitch. As we mentioned earlier, when a girl reads you, you cuss them out. That's where you're at. Dr. Jackie's heart is broken right now. I've been going through this with y'all for 12 seasons, and Lord knows he'll just fight every chance y'all damn get. And Heavenly doesn't have to throw a boulder when people throw rocks. And I done got funky fucking around with y'all.
Like, what
What
is
is that to
wrong?
say? She's like, all right. Now I don't make no age jokes, but she's starting to slip a little bit. I'm
I'm
sorry,
like,
that's
my
not nice.
sis over there
That's
funky.
not
Oh
nice.
my God.
Oh my God, do you smell that? Yeah, that's Jackie old ass. Smell it funking up joint. Okay. Heavily says that they are a sisterhood and they'll always be there for each other. So when Toya needs someone to pay her rent, she'll be there to do it. Oh, and Toya said, see, that's what y'all used to. Y'all used to more overt shade. That's shade. That wasn't a read. That was throwing shade. Toya says that they are a sisterhood, but she knows heavily, and this is bound to happen again. And that's not shade or read. That is the truth. This is No Chaser TV. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to break down the rest of the episode, and we're going to leave you to it. With that being said, what did you think about, Jackie needing a little deodorant? She was not sure.
That was
And
hilarious.
oh wow, I was like, huh? Like she's starting to slip
I'm
on.
like, where did that? No, to me it was given like she had come from, because I think was it the middle of the week or
Miller,
something.
she probably got done working out and
She
came to the
probably had
scene.
just went to work, and she probably, just,
Now y'all
checking
holding
in.
here fighting.
Man, Jackie said she done got funky, man. That was
That is the funniest
real
thing
though. That
Jackie's
was
ever said
so
on the
like
show.
real. That made me be like, okay, now Jackie. But Heavenly sitting that text about make sure you tell your husband that in front of people or whatever it said. She knew that was shady. She knew it was. They it's like her Heavenly and but it's like they'll come. It's like almost like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We ain't really like that deep to where we dislike each other, but I know Toya, likes getting Heavenly out of pocket, and Heavenly likes to cuss Toya out because we know Toya is kind of like a easy read or whatever the case may be. So it's like they'll come in, they'll speak to each other and say hi and all of that. And then boom, they'll go at it. And the next event we'll see them, they will be speaking and saying hi and maybe even having a little kiki with one another. So it was definitely shade. I do like though that the two friends,
Angel and
kind
Brandon.
of, yeah, kind of said something. Not that because they said it against Heavenly or anything like that, but just that
They
they
spoke
said
up.
something
Yeah.
to contribute to the scene or whatever. So, and also I think Brandy didn't want to get cussed out again by Toya because Toya also cussed her out sitting outside at the pool as well. She was one of the fake ass bitches that Toya kind of talking about. So I think Brandon was like, yeah, let me go ahead. This is my friend. She brought me on the show. She paid me money to do her Botox and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and say, yeah, girl, that was shade. And so I was
You
like,
know how
okay,
Toya feel when she bring you on the show. Don't go against Toya when she bring you on the show because you're gonna end up like Neela.
don't.
You're gonna end
Yeah,
up like Neela and
unless
Carrie.
because she would probably not talk to them no more. But she still besties with Anila after being accused of breaking in that lady house. But anyway, I can't believe she was back friends with.
You know how remember how angry I was at Anila that season? And they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? They was talking in black scent and they fired Gita like that. And then they going around talking about the people. Oh, I love Gita. And they go around talking about the people stealing from their house and stuff like that. And the people said it was you. Girl, what? And then I
Man,
see her show up at the scene. I say, I know that ain't who I think that is.
child.
It was her. Listen, yeah, like you said, they're gonna go. It's just a roundabout. Everybody got their friend,
Yeah,
unfortunately, who get on their damn nerves. But that's my friend.
yeah,
And she
yeah.
get on my nerves and she's a low down raggedy bitch. But I love her. That's my low down raggedy bitch. And so, unfortunately, we have friends like that. I don't really have anything major. I thought that was the funniest thing that Dr. Jackie has ever said in existence on this show.
Ever.
I was like, wait, and she kept being like, but no, really, no, smell it.
And she had to smell herself again. She was like, she really was funky because she said it like, I am funky.
Well, Jackie, you
So
got to smell like roast beef, baby. It's all right. It's all right.
Jackie smelled like a good old yellow onion, baby. Shit.
Yuck. Now you need to be worried about it when production throwing subtle hits in it, edit like somebody on Potomac they be doing. But I don't want to talk. I know how I feel about it.
Who you think
That
had made the best clutch from
Parker
what you
Book.
saw? Yeah.
Who did you? I don't know. Who did you? I really didn't
From
couldn't
what I
see.
can, because everybody else, I think a few people use like the fur, and I like Jackie's. It was blue,
Is it
like a blue and white, like
Sleep,
almost like
right?
paint splatter. It was very just like a rectangular shape, very. It didn't have no fur on it, no none of that. I can see Dr. Jackie, carrying that. I can also see Contessa carrying hers as
I was
well.
gonna say my favorite purse was Contessa in that cobalt blue.
Oh man.
I wanted up to go
Yeah.
somewhere else
Go
after.
ahead. I hope she did. I
I
hope she
know
went
she
around the
better not have went back
MCK
home.
Apartment 4B. I hope she went somewhere.
She looked next one. She said that'll fuck him up. I know that's right. Okay. With that being said, we want to thank you for tuning in. We greatly
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys, and we got a lot of Salt Lake City to cover. So pray. That being said, I thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, donate, follow Antonio, follow me, do your big one, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Peace.